When the prince requested the swallow to give that ruby to the old lady tailor, the seamstress, he said, "No, I'm waited in the Egypt, and my friends have already been flying up and down the Nile, and they are enjoying talking to the lotus flowers, and soon they'll go to sleep." Now the prince requested the swallow to stay him for one night and be his messenger. He said, "See, the boy is so thirsty, and the mother is so sad." Then Swallow said that I don't like boys. I want to go to Egypt. But then that happy prince was looking very sad and little fellow felt sorry for him. He said that it is very cold here, but it's okay. I will stay with you for one night and be your messenger. The prince said, "Thank you, little swallow." And then the swallow picked out the great ruby from the sword and he flew away with it in his beak. Now, he passed by the cathedral tower where the might angels were sculptured. What is the meaning of a cathedral tower? It's a place where prayer is done. Okay, and then he also heard the sound of dancing. There was a beautiful girl who came out on the balcony with her lover, and she said that I hope my dress will be ready for the state ball because I have ordered so many flowers to be embroidered on it, but these seamstresses are so lazy. Then he passed over the river, saw the lanterns, and so on. At last, he went to the poor woman's house and looked in. And the lady's child was tossing very feverishly on his bed, and the mother had fallen asleep because she was very tired. Now, what did the bird do? The swallow laid the great ruby on the table beside the woman's thimble. What is the thimble? A thimble is a protective cap that is worn on the finger before inserting the needle into the sewing machine. And then he flew gently around the bed, and then he fanned the boy's forehead with his wings. The boy said that now I feel very fresh and I think I would be getting better. And then he sank into a delicious slumber and a peace sleep. Then the swallow went back to the happy prince and told him that I have done your work, but now I'm feeling warm. Now the prince said, "Why? Because you have done a good action, you have done a good deed, that is why I'm feeling warm." And then the little swallow fell asleep. And then next day he flew down the river and he had a bath. Now he said that tonight I'll go to the Egypt. Now over there he visited all the monuments and sat, and then he was almost exploring that place. And then in the evening, he said that, "Happy Prince, I'm leaving for Egypt tonight." Now the prince said that, "Please, swallow, little swallow, please stay with me for one more night longer." Now the swallow said, "I'm being waited over there in the Egypt." Far away across the city, I could see a young man in a garret. Now, what is a garret? Garret is a small dark room on the above portion of the house. Now the prince said that he is leaning over a desk covered papers, and he thinks that as if he's a writer, and his hair is brown and crisp. And now over there he wants to finish a play for the director of the theater, but it's too cold and he's not able to write anymore. There is no fire over there, and due to hunger he is getting faint. And I will wait with you one night longer, said the swallow, and who really had a good heart. He asked that if he should take another ruby to the young playwright. Then the swallow said, "Okay, I will just stay with you. Do you have another ruby so that I can take it?" Now the prince said, "Alas, I don't have any ruby. My eyes are made up of rare sapphires. You can take this sapphire and give that to that person. Give it to that person."